Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Okay, have a great day. Bye. I just called Graceland RV Park and they have availability. I didn't even know there was Graceland RV Park. I'm gonna be camping within a walking distance of Graceland. Hey, we're camping at Graceland. We're going to be camping in the footsteps of the king. Goodbye, Fort Worth KOA. We hardly knew ye. All in all, a very convenient campground to the things we wanted to do and see. Nice, huge pull-through site. I think it's safe to say that no one is as excited as I am about going to Graceland, but I kind of don't care at this point. Because we're just going, we're doing it, and then that'll be that, my one time. I have to keep correcting myself. This is not the Fort Worth KOA. We stayed here to visit Fort Worth. It's actually located in between Dallas and Fort Worth in a town called Arlington. So if you look it up, I believe it's called the Dallas-Arlington KOA. But it was extremely convenient to Fort Worth. I'm gonna say about a 25-minute drive. So it was a good location. And I guess it would be a great location if you're visiting Dallas too. Peanut, are you ready to visit Graceland? You ready to go on a pilgrimage to the King of Rock and Roll's house? See that little camper on Elvis Presley Boulevard? That's gonna be us tonight. I'm staying on Elvis Presley Boulevard. In Texas, stopping for gas at Duke's.
Rediscover the artists that put them prime in prime country, like Fleet Hill.
This is a pretty impressive gas station. It's just a fact that Texas has the best gas stations. Oh my gosh. There's hats too. I said to Annie, wow, this looks just like the place where we had Christmas dinner. And that's because it's the same chain, Love's. We are somewhere in Arkansas. I think we're about maybe 40 minutes from Little Rock. We did go by Hope, Arkansas, which is the only other town I've ever heard of in Arkansas. Oh no, wait, Hot Springs, is that a town? I'm not sure we went by that. But Hope, because that's where Bill Clinton is born. There's actually a, well, at least it's where he claimed to be born. I'm not sure if it's true. We went by a sign that said his birth house is, you know, a National Historic Site. So I think we're, like I said, about 45 minutes away from Little Rock and maybe like another 2 hours from Memphis. I'm not really sure. Since we drive so much slower with the camper, we're starting to encounter like longer hills now. So who knows when we'll get there. We were commenting earlier today how amazing the roads in Texas were. They were completely smooth. We think it might have even helped like our gas mileage. I don't know if you can hear that, but the roads in Arkansas are a little bit subpar. Well, I'm kind of bummed because I love to film the skylines of cities as we're driving through. I've always loved city skylines, and when you're on a long road trip and you just have been seeing signs of the distance to a city for miles and miles and miles, when you finally get there and you see the skyline, it's like, oh, there's civilization, there's life, there's, you know, action, that's where everything's happening. But because of the route we're taking to Memphis, I guess we're on like a ring road that takes us away from downtown Little Rock. So I didn't get to see it, and I don't get to video it, and I don't get to show you. don't even know if there's really much of anything between here and Memphis, so it seems like that little beacon of hope, all those miles to Little Rock. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. And then we were robbed, man, we were robbed. Mark, do you have a favorite Elvis song?
Probably between Suspicious Minds and The Ghetto. It sounds like little bits of rain or something falling. I'm like, what? Or is that crinkle of paper? I'm like, it's Chinese sound.
This is what happens when your child's an author.
And it's like, oh, it's a keyboard. Well, that makes perfect sense now.
I don't know. Oh wait. Oh, there's Peanut.
She's looking in the window.
I don't know if I really have a favorite Elvis song, but I know I have some favorite Elvis performances. Like, I like One Night With You from the '68 comeback special. I like Can't Help Falling in Love in Blue Hawaii. Suspicious Minds from Aloha from Hawaii. I like King Creole in the movie King Creole. I love If I Can Dream. I've always loved that song. I don't remember if this is the title, but wait, That's When My Heartache Began. That's like always one of my favorite ones too.
Oh, If I Can Dream, that's what
Yeah, If I Can Dream is just a great song. I think one of the reasons I became an Elvis fan when I was little was because it used to be, maybe they still do this, on regular television, like on TBS, during the anniversary of his death and also his birthday, they would always play a bunch of Elvis movies. And because like you couldn't, there was no such thing as on demand back then, I would always end up watching them. We're about 33 miles outside of Memphis. Woohoo! This is a pretty interesting stop for gas and stuff. Like, this is the second truck stop we stopped at today that really did not have enough room for like an RV to pull into the gas station when there was a lot of traffic, you know, other cars trying to get gas. And they have the truck area and the car area separated, which is nice. But it's like, then there's just all these cars and there's not enough room. People who don't tow or drive an RV, they don't have the appreciation for how much extra room you need and that your trailer isn't gonna follow the exact line of your car. So some lady who should not really have been pulling in up next to us did. I don't know if she heard some of the words that I said when I saw her pulling in because I was standing outside with the dogs. Then rather than reverse out after she was done getting her gas, she tried to squeeze through this tiny space like where our camper was angled, which we didn't want our camper to be angled. There just was no choice for it to be like angled out into the lane. So she totally like sideswiped with her car like the trash can and like a column, and I'm like, you know, at the end of a driving day you're tired and crabby anyway, and then you see some, okay wait, the dogs have gotten to the beef jerky, hang on. All right, now I'm just waiting for Mark and Annie to come out so I can go to the bathroom, and then we're only like half an hour, well, 33 miles from Memphis, so that's exciting. My nose is running. Right, Peanut? Exciting. 33 miles to Graceland RV Park. I hope we make it. Pretty little nifty night registration process at Graceland RV Park. They had our site map on the wall, we had to fill out a card, and that's it. We are here at Graceland RV Resort. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I zoom in. We are here at Graceland RV Resort, and I don't know if you can see where it says welcome over there. You can see welcome to Grr. It's because the rest of the sign is blocked and it says Aceland, welcome to Graceland. And over there, which you probably won't be able to make out, but the Lisa Marie is parked right over there. It's very chilly here in Memphis, although so far not as bad Fort Worth because it's not raining. Well, it was drizzling when we got here, but it's not like pouring rain. It's very dark right now, so this is not really good for recording. So I think this is the way we're gonna be able to get in because we're staying at this campground. It says gate locked at 7 p.m., opens at 7 a.m., but I think this is sort of the parking area for Graceland. That building over there is the ticket center, and then Graceland, which you can't see really, is across the street. So exciting! So if you stay at Graceland RV Park, you don't have to pay for parking at the facility because you can just walk right here from the campground. We made it here to Memphis. It was a long day of driving, not too terrible. It was mostly flat, which is always more pleasant of a drive. We arrived in the dark, which is always a little bit more difficult. The campground had a really good nighttime registration system. There is a 24-hour guard here at Graceland RV Park, and it's all kind of fenced off from the road and everything. You're actually on the grounds of Graceland. It's part of the same property. So that's really cool because you can see sort of the entrance building, museum stuff. And if you just like across the street and over like half a block is Graceland. So we drove by. It's all lit up. I assume it normally is, but also it's completely decorated for Christmas, which is exciting. So there's just lots of lights up there. I think there's a nativity scene. I couldn't really tell because you're sort of slowly driving by and trying not to block traffic. There looked like there was a guard kind of hanging around there. Otherwise I would have tried to pull over and run up to the gate and snap some pictures, but I think they want to discourage people from doing that. We had a great dinner at a local pizza place that I just looked up online what was open, and it was excellent, called Aldo's Pizza. And now we're going to rest, and tomorrow we're going to try to have a lazy day. Our tickets are not until Monday for Graceland. I purposely picked that so tomorrow we could just sort of relax, maybe go to the Giant Bass Pro Shop, maybe look at Beale Street. Just have a more relaxing day because we spent only one full day in Fort Worth and we need to have a little bit more time to recharge. I think I have learned that I really would like 2 full days in any location because with 2 full days, you then are prepared for another day of driving. When you only have one, so you arrive on one day, you have the whole next day, and then you have to leave again the following day and do another long drive. It's a little bit much. It's a little bit tiring. So if I had infinite amounts of time, I would definitely stay 2 days, so 3 nights in each location. But you know, we don't have an infinite amount of time. We have a finite amount of vacation time, and if you want to drive and see these places, you sometimes need to push through and drive far. So this is the last stop of our trip, and I'm super excited to be in Memphis. I've never been in this city before. I've never been in this part of Tennessee before. And of course, I've never seen Graceland before, and I can't wait. So until tomorrow, good night.